Longevity, a dream misunderstood. Longevity, a word both aspirational and misunderstood. Many think living long is about counting years, the more the better. But as Dr. Peter Attia writes, no one wants to live to 100 if the last 20 years are spent bedridden, confused, and dependent. From this perspective, Dr. Peter Attia, a renowned U.S. physician, offers a bold new definition. Longevity isn't just the number of years you live, but the quality of those years. Two big questions few dare to ask directly. First, do you want to live long? Most would nod. Who wouldn't? Second, do you want to live long with cognitive decline, diabetes, heart failure, unable to care for yourself? Here, many fall silent. We all fear living long, but not truly living. Dr. Attia calls this the difference between lifespan years lived and health span years lived well. Lifespan is how many years you get. Health span is how many of those years you're vibrant, sharp, and free. The goal isn't to delay death, but to extend a full, active, independent life. Death comes slowly, but decline comes early. Many don't die suddenly, but wither suddenly. At 50, high blood pressure creeps in. At 60, cholesterol spikes requiring daily meds. At 65, joint degeneration makes stairs a challenge. At 70, memory falters. At 75, dressing yourself becomes a struggle. At 80, you're confined living on memories and pills. Dr. Attia calls this a slow death and asks, why don't we act before it happens? The current healthcare system treats, not prevents. Most modern medicine is reactive, treating disease after it appears, testing after symptoms arise, patching what's broken. But the deadliest threats, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, show no clear early signs. By the time they're detected, it's often too late. Preventive medicine isn't an annual checkup. Many believe routine exams are enough, but Dr. Attia argues most standard checkups lack depth and precision. True prevention requires detailed blood tests for insulin, lipids, and inflammatory markers, VO2 max testing for cardiovascular endurance, bone density scans, and Alzheimer's risk assessments starting in your 40s. Genetic analysis is crucial if family history suggests risks. This isn't just a health check, it's a personalized roadmap to act before crises hit. The unnamed dead zone. Dr. Attia describes a terrifying phase many enter unknowingly: loss of agility, frequent falls, fragile bones, muscle wasting, memory lapses, emotional numbness, and loneliness despite company. This dead zone lies between life and death. No one wants to linger there, yet most drift into it unprepared. Dr. Attia suggests a powerful exercise. Picture yourself at 85. What do you want to do? Dress yourself, climb 10 stairs, drive to the store, recall your grandchild's birthday, then start now, train, eat, and monitor your health to preserve those abilities. This isn't a distant dream, it's a vital goal. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Time doesn't pause for preparation. Aging doesn't knock. Decline doesn't ask permission. If you wait until you're free to prioritize health, it's too late. Life isn't just surviving, it's living consciously, purposefully, and in control. That's the essence of Dr. Attia's book, Outlive the Science and Art of Longevity, a life of proactive health extended to the final moments, not by luck, but by design. The 4 silent killers. Next, we dive into the 4 silent killers, primary causes of premature death, suffering, and lost vitality in later years: heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and type 2 diabetes. Dr. Attia didn't write Outlive to sugarcoat life. He wrote to warn, but also to inspire hope. This section isn't about death, it's about living to delay an early end. Heart disease, the silent slayer. The leading cause of sudden death, heart disease, often strikes without warning. For many, the first heart attack is the last, no signs, no alerts. Why over years LDL cholesterol quietly builds plaques in arteries. One day, a plaque ruptures, a clot forms, the coronary artery blocks, and the heart stops. Dr. Atia's solution: don't wait for heart disease to act. Monitor ApoB, a marker of plaque-causing particles, not just total cholesterol. Train cardio to boost VO2 max, cardiovascular endurance. Eat to reduce inflammation, not extreme dieting, but strategic nutrition. Cancer, the unfair disease. Cancer can strike anyone, anytime. Dr. Atia distinguishes between aggressive cancers, hard to prevent, and those detectable early. Screen for colon cancer, colonoscopy from age 40, breast cancer, mammograms, prostate cancer, PSA tests, ultrasounds, and skin cancer, full body checks if at risk. The key: don't fear cancer, find it before it finds you. Screening isn't bad luck. It's responsibility to yourself and your family. Alzheimer's, memory's silent thief. Alzheimer's is a silent epidemic we're unprepared for. Many think it hits at 80, but brain decline starts in your 40s or earlier. Causes include brain insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, poor sleep, prolonged stress, and mental inactivity. Solutions: stabilize blood sugar, prioritize deep sleep, exercise regularly, and challenge your brain. Learn new skills, play instruments, read deeply. Test for the ApoE4 gene, a risk factor if possible. Type 2, diabetes, a modern lifestyle disease. No longer just an old person's disease, type 2 diabetes now affects people as young as 25 or 30. Causes excessive refined carbs and sugars, poor sleep, high stress, inactivity, and visceral fat buildup. Diabetes doesn't kill instantly, it slowly damages blood vessels, leading to blindness, kidney failure, amputations, and higher risks of heart disease and Alzheimer's. The good news: it's reversible if caught early. Adjust diet, sleep, and exercise to normalize glucose and insulin. These four share a common prevention formula: nutrition, exercise, sleep, mental health, and deep, regular checkups. Act early, don't wait for disease. Choosing death or meaningful life. You can't choose when you die, but you can choose how you live daily to make death arrive later, gentler and more peacefully. Dr. Atia doesn't promise 120 years, but he wants you free from fear of a miserable final 20. You can't avoid all illness, but you can prepare to avoid sudden defeat. The 5 pillars of longevity. Next, we explore the heart of outlive. Dr. Atia's 5 pillars of longevity, a foundation to build an active, healthy, meaningful life independent of luck or genetics. Dr. Atia doesn't believe in miracle cures, he believes in strategic daily habits. After over 20 years in preventive medicine, he found the longest lived aren't those with the best genes, but those who build these pillars strongest. Nutrition: eat to live. Don't live to eat. Dr. Atia doesn't push keto or veganism. He stresses eating for your health goals. Core advice: prioritize minimally processed foods, cut refined sugars and carbs, increase high-quality protein eggs, fish, lean meat, tofu, and add healthy fats, olive oil, avocados, nuts. Strategies: time meals wisely, avoid late eating, curb mindless snacking, cook more to control ingredients and oils. Exercise: the ultimate prescription-free medicine. Dr. Atia calls exercise the top anti-aging drug, but it must be strategic, covering 4 types weekly: endurance, brisk, walking, cycling, or light swimming, enough to breathe harder but still talk. Strength. Simple moves like chair squats, light push-ups or lunges 2-3 times weekly to preserve muscle and independence. Flexibility. Daily stretching or joint rotations for supple joints and less pain later. Zone 2. Endurance. 30 to 45 minutes of moderate activity, fast walking, light jogging, 3 to 5 times weekly, raising heart rate but allowing conversation. Combine these consistently, not perfectly, for a lighter body, sharper mind, and longer life. Key metrics. VO2 max. Oxygen uptake predicts longevity better than blood pressure. Lean muscle prevents falls. Grip strength reflects overall health. Sleep. The body's top recovery tool. You can eat and exercise perfectly, but poor sleep undermines it all. Dr. Attia calls sleep a free reset we often skip. Strategies. Sleep before 11 p.m. for peak melatonin. Avoid food 2 to 3 hours before bed. Cut blue light from devices an hour prior and create a wind-down ritual, reading warm bath light meditation. Signs of hidden sleep debt. Waking tired, despite enough hours, craving sugar or caffeine, poor focus, belly fat gain, or muscle loss. Emotional health, the bedrock of wellness. Once a cold, rational doctor, Dr. Attia faced depression and learned emotions drive health. Build a supportive community, genuine friends, family, no agendas. Unplug for tech-free time. Seek professional help if needed, therapy support groups. Practice mindfulness to stay present, not trapped in past or future. Truths. Loneliness raises early death risk like smoking 15 cigarettes daily. Uncontrolled stress spikes heart disease, Alzheimer's, and diabetes risks. Regular testing. Detect. Early to act. Early. Annual checkups aren't enough. Dr. Attia advocates a personalized health roadmap tracking from your 40s when issues are still adjustable. Deep tests include detailed lipids, ApoB fasting, and post-meal insulin high sensitivity, CRP for inflammation, DEXA scans for bone and muscle, and VO2 max for independent living potential. Health is a system, not a miracle. Health isn't magic, it's a system. Living long, healthy, and meaningfully isn't a mystery. It's built brick by brick through daily choices. Eat for health, exercise for independence, sleep for true recovery, nurture your mind, and test proactively. You'll not only live longer, but live well. The 3 tiers of longevity. Next, we explore a profound concept. Dr. Attia emphasizes the 3 tiers of longevity: living long, living healthy, and living meaningfully. This redefines your life's goals from today to your final moments. Dr. Attia doesn't just want you long-lived and healthy, he wants every day to hold value. Most people saying, "I want to live long," mean the first tier, living long, maximizing years. But what if you reach 95 bedridden or 90 unable to recognize loved ones? Longevity alone isn't enough. The second tier, living healthy, is preventive medicine's true aim, living long and fully, walking steadily, climbing stairs, recalling names, managing daily tasks. Dr. Attia's exercise list. What you want to do at 85, use the bathroom alone, carry a suitcase, play with grandkids, swim at the beach, read without forgetting. Then ask, what must I do now to keep these abilities 40 years later? The third tier, living meaningfully, decides happiness. You're long-lived and healthy, but is anyone waiting for you at home? What gets you up each morning? Who do you love and care for? What are you contributing, however small? Without these, life is mere existence. Strategies. Build real connections. True friends. Family. Do something beyond yourself. Teach garden right. Volunteer. Live your core values: honesty, kindness, creativity. Clear old sorrows, forgive, heal. 3 tiers. 1. Sustainable life. Picture longevity as a 3-story building. First floor, you're breathing alive. Second floor, you're active, independent. Third floor, you love, are loved, and contribute. Dr. Attia doesn't promise 120 years, but offers a blueprint to build each tier strong, preventing collapse. Living longer isn't as vital as living deeper. In a poignant passage, Dr. Attia writes, "I don't just want to live long enough to see my daughter's wedding. I want her to look at the front row and see me smiling brightly, sitting tall eyes, clear, not muttering to ask the bride's name." That's the 3-tier life, being fully present in life's big moments, not just existing. Crafting your personal longevity plan. We now reach Outlive's final chapter, not just a conclusion, but an invitation to become your life's architect with a tailored, science-based, meaningful plan. Health shouldn't rely on luck or prayers at 70. It's something you design today. Dr. Attia calls this Medicine 3.0, predicting, preventing, and optimizing life, not just treating disease. 5 steps to your longevity plan. Define your vision. Don't just say live long or stay healthy. Write, at 80, what do I want to do? Who's with me? How do I want to look and feel each morning? Clear goals. Fuel strong plans. Assess. Honestly, no illusions. Are you overweight, exercising regularly, sleeping deeply, craving sugar, tired, or irritable? Have you checked lipids, insulin genes, or bone density? This isn't self-blame. It's mapping your starting point. Build the 5 pillars. Nutrition. Eat for goals, not emotions. Exercise plan. Diverse, consistent movement. Sleep. Prioritize recovery. Don't skimp. Emotions. Connect, heal, balance. Testing. Monitor proactively. Don't wait for illness. Adjust weekly, monthly to strengthen each pillar. Track and refine. You don't need perfection, just persistence. Breathing uneven, adjust. Sleeping late from work. Shift 15 minutes earlier, weekly. Belly fat persists. Reassess meal timing and activity. Dr. Attia says, a 70% plan you stick to 90% beats a perfect plan abandoned in a week. Live intentionally. Daily life doesn't wait for free time. Today, walk 15 minutes after dinner, talk openly with family. Sleep 30 minutes earlier, cook a sugar-free, non-fried meal. Life is built from repeated todays. Dr. Attia's final message. I don't want to live to 100. I want to live to my last moment with bright eyes, a clear voice, and a grateful heart for truly living. You can too. No need to wait for a doctor or a diagnosis. Just start today with your next meal to night's sleep. In summary, outliving isn't about stretching years, but deepening them. Living proactively doesn't just fight disease, it creates a body grateful for you, a sharp mind, a solid future, and a vibrant present. Thank you for joining the Outlive journey, not just to live long, but to live with value, quality, and meaning to the end. If this was helpful, share your thoughts in the comments and pass it on to loved ones. Subscribe to catch future videos. Here's to health and living fully every day.